Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Chris with Arch-USA. Like to call it the catalyst for conversation in the sneaker business. Thank you guys that are new subscribers. Got to say that it'd be great if you subscribe. Love to be like a huge channel, man, but I'm cool with just the people who are really following and who feel like they're learning something, and that's dope enough for me. Today's video is the Inside the Ties video, and it's a lot different than I've done before because what I wanted to do was write this article, but I wanted to share it with the YouTube crowd because typically my articles go out to sneaker industry people, and they get that information and they get to, read it, and it's really insightful. But I want like the younger people that are on YouTube watching some of this stuff, I want you guys to also get that type of information because I don't necessarily think anybody else is doing the more kind of professor side of the sneaker industry, but you kind of know that. But let's get to it. The article, as you see over here to the side, making sure you guys see that over to the side, as Reebok's imminent sale looms, the brand finally looks free. And they're doing this marketing at Reebok. And if you guys aren't aware, the brand is owned by Adidas and is getting ready to sell. So I wrote this article to discuss the work that's being done and to put into perspective how Reebok doesn't own a lot of wall space at retail. So let's get to it. The article's here. I'll put it in the description, and I'm going to hit play on this video by Kirby Jean Raymond and the team over at Reebok. It's incredible, man. It's a great video. But let's get to it. As Reebok's imminent sale looms, the brand finally looks free. Reebok typically only has two small sections inside of sneaker retail. And those sections inside of sneaker retail are combined with New Balance, Adidas, Fila, Champion. You'll have a lot of these different shoes in one section. And then the rest of the entire store by sheer volume is controlled by Nike. The only time you really can be like caught by a Reebok product is when it's Questions, Kamikazes, Shaqnosis, Shaq Pumps. You'll see those things and you'll be like, yo, those are fresh. Or the D Brown pumps too, the Omnis. The Club C's and the Cardi B collabs and stuff like that, they sit on the wall for a very long time at retail. Now the Instapump Fury, which is a real kind of sneakerhead shoe, it's not a general release shoe. You don't see it everywhere. And they keep the numbers limited because obviously if they increase the numbers, it would decrease the demand on the shoe. And to kind of maintain hype, you have to keep things limited. So what you have in this video that's below, that's playing, is a marketing strategy. It's more like a short film to me than it is a commercial. And they've been doing this. Reebok has been doing this lately. So let's get to the background of what this video is that's playing below that you can go and click through on the description and check out. CrateMaster is the name of the film. And it underscores Jean Raymond's, or Jean Raymond, I know I may be pronouncing it wrong, latest work for Reebok. However, the Pierre Moss founder has provided creative leadership across each of the brand's design disciplines since he became the VP of Creative Direction last year in September in 2020. The first thing he did is he saw fellow creative designer and now Reebok artistic marketing director Jide Osifeso. And it's important that I try to pronounce that as correctly as possible because I'm not Stephen A. Smith. I respect everybody's names. You have to because they're important. Osifeso, who spearheaded Reconnect. If you guys remember Reconnect, I did a video on it. I should put it up here in the link. I did a video discussing Reconnect. It was a powerful piece of creative imagery created by Osifeso. All right. They've been building an internal creative agency at Reebok. This is unlike most brands. A lot of brands spend most of their money hiring people from the outside as opposed to going to the designers and the colorists and the people who are on the inside and creating an internal agency that can kind of direct the image of the brand. Reebok needs an image. And I hate to draw comparisons to what Kirby Jean is doing, Kirby Jean Raymond is doing compared to what the Fear of God times Adidas collab is doing since Adidas owns Reebok. But Reebok has had two, this video below and Reconnect, buzzworthy concepts which highlight basketball connecting to the cultural and emotional connections needed to rebuild a bridge to the consumer that's enamored with Nike and Jordan brand. Reebok has had two great pieces of content. And while I understand that you can't rush creativity, I haven't seen anything from Adidas and Fear of God. But there was a rollout of Fear of God mules and apparel, but nothing specific to basketball and the cultural aspects of community. But here is Reebok, who doesn't even have a basketball division anymore, creating this powerful content. This video is dope below, man. You know, so the heavy investment into marketing by Reebok makes sense. If you're looking to sell something, which Adidas is looking to sell, Reebok, you have to polish and you have to clean that item before you sell it, right? Reebok, though, appears to be as free as it's ever been. There have been moments over the years that could have been really good hits for the brand, but the last years kind of felt forced by people who didn't really have their heart in the moment. And it's very hard to have your heart in the moment when Adidas owns you and they're not giving you all that you could have. This video below, they found the means, and Reconnect, the previous video, they found a means to hit multiple demographics. This video highlights youth culture, right? These are young people, but there's a paradox. Kids today are more invested in becoming the next influencers. They are connected to their phones. They're connected to esports. They watch basketball, but they watch it in digital chunks via overtime, via highlights on YouTube. But they aren't getting out into the street hanging milk crates like they are in this video. This video harkens to my generation. It's a bygone era. But here's Kirby Jean Raymond and Osi Faso making this connection from the past to the present, utilizing heritage. And it's powerful, man. It's powerful. I love it. And if you haven't taken a second to watch it, you should. Now, you go back to my own history, and I'm sure a lot of you have the same stories. I first dunked on a crate hung to a telephone in the projects in North Memphis. I couldn't get run at Bickford Community Center because the older guys could have been all Americans. They were that good. But these dudes ran the streets. They weren't playing school ball, but they used to control the courts. It was amazing. Us young guys had to hone our skills on the concrete or the dirt, hooping on crates. I went to play ball in JUCO ball in California. I coached. I ran a big basketball scouting service. In all of those years, I haven't seen kids using crates or bicycle rims to make basketball hoops, right? I haven't seen that. But damn, this video hits me. It hits me hard. But who is it for? There are obvious allusions to Allen Iverson with the smallest dude, if you look below, utilizing the craftiness, the crossovers, and his skill to dominate the larger player. But ultimately, as beautiful as this video is, you'd be hard-pressed to find kids rocking Reeboks in various neighborhoods like they are in this video. And maybe that's the point. Reebok is manifesting what it wants. The company that lost its way for so long realizes that heritage can be a connecting tissue to the future. If you bring these OGs along, like me, we remember these times, and when we visit the sneaker shops with our kids, we might tell you the story of how New Orleans was the workout capital, right? So the Reebok workout was the shoe of New Orleans. We might talk to you about when the Question was just as popular as the Jordan 11. And we might get you a pair of Club C's instead of another pair of Uptowns. What Reebok is doing below and with Reconnect is beautiful. It's amazing. And Reebok finally looks free. Adidas is selling Reebok. One of the potential buyers dropped out. But the business discussion here is intriguing. Since Adidas' own Reebok, the brand dropped out of basketball completely. They focus solely on CrossFit. But now they are coming back and they're creating something that's amazing and it's fantastic to watch. If you haven't watched this video, CrateMaster or Reconnect, take the time to do so. There's some incredible marketing going on.